Welcome back to episode 44 of Wolf and Hawk Talk. And today we are going to be talking about the Toronto Blue Jays. A year ago, almost exactly a year ago in fact, me and Wolf sat in front of you and we made a video titled The Best Team in Major League Baseball. The best team. The Toronto Blue Jays at that time were number one in the MLB. They would finish that season with 94 wins. The only teams that would finish above them were the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. They won the American League. They beat out the Yankees. And they were the 1 seed going into the postseason. They would then go on one of the most magical sports runs we have ever witnessed, going all the way to Game 7 of the World Series and losing in extra innings to the Dodgers. One of the most heartbreaking moments of my life. And despite this, there was so much hope coming into this year. They lost in the World Series. They are good. We now sit today, as of August 7th, 3 or 4 days removed from the MLB trade deadline. The Blue Jays have won 54 games and lost 62 and are 3.5 games out of a wild card spot. I think it's time we talk about what went wrong and why I don't think it's doomed. And even though many people are ready to give up, I see hope for this Blue Jays team, but it's grim. I'm going to quickly go over the roster and go over some bright spots from this year and some serious letdowns. And then I'll get into what I think can go better. Let's start with the pitching. Biggest issue with the pitching this year has definitely been bullpen, but also injuries. Yasavich has just been placed on 15-day IL and could be returning this year, but also might require surgery and be out for the rest of the season. That would be a major blow. Shane Bieber was injured for a lot of the years, come back, and in his most recent couple of starts has looked very, very solid. He has definitely looked like a compatible starter, but for his first couple ones, he really was not. That was an issue. Brendan Little. There was a reason there was so many people online dedicated to hating on Brendan Little. He has had a simply terrible year. There is no better way to put it. Last year, he was good. I don't want to take that away. He was good during the regular season. He had a terrible postseason. We all know that. But he had a good regular season. He looked like a strong lefty coming into this year. He had got his fastball velocity up. He looked really good coming in. He has been abysmal. Now, admittedly, in his last 2 games that I've seen him, he has been very, very strong. He has just fallen off. That was a big loss for them. Max Scherzer, I mean, he's 40. You can't expect too much. But then, let's talk about some bright spots. Dylan Cease is very much in the running. I'd almost say the favorite right now for American League Cy Young this year. He has been outstanding overall. There has been just nothing that can get in his way. He has been on top of everything as far as it goes for the Blue Jays. He has just he's been so good all around. Strikeouts, ground ball. He's had several times where he's gone 8, 7, 8, even 9 innings where he just shuts them down. He has been unreal. He has really anchored and become the ace of this team. Louis Varland. I know he's had some slip-ups in recent games, but he's been very, very good. He's arguably the best closer in the American League, up there with the Rays closer Barker. He has been outstanding. The fastball is good. The stuff is there, and yeah, he has been unreal. They moved him to closer this year. He's been great. They did just trade Jeff Hoffman too, sending him away, so that's part of it. Another person who's been really outstanding, Tyler Rogers. Not enough love going to him for it. He's been outstanding in the bullpen. He comes in tight situations and pitches unreal. He has been a great offseason signing. And also, they just added Jose Soriano. So this is a really exciting one. He's 28. He's been a great pitcher. He's making his Blue Jays debut tonight versus the Phillies. I will be watching that, and I will be really excited to see how it goes for him versus the Phillies. He's a really young, exciting pitcher, and the fact that we had to lose Gausman, well, we didn't have to, but the fact that we lost Gausman means I'm really excited to see where he goes. And if we do get Yasavich back, that means we got Cease, Yasavich, Soriano, Bieber, and then I guess it's either Scherzer, Tellon, or yeah. So I don't hate it. It could definitely be way worse, but Barrios has been on 60-day IL. That's a big letdown. Cody Ponce 60-day IL, got injured in his first start, and I'm really excited to see what he brings. It's really tough that he just couldn't even get out of that first start. That really sucks. But it could be worse. If Savage gets back, they have a decent rotation going. And then they'll go into the offseason. Hopefully they can add another arm. Uh, bullpen injuries. Yimi Garcia has been injured all year. Mason Fluharty hasn't had his best season. Braden Fisher's been really, really good and underappreciated, but almost not as good as he was last year, and it's kind of a letdown there. So that's the pitching side of things. There's definitely some serious bright spots, but there's also some serious letdowns that are really costing us in games. Then on the batting side of things, the playing side of things, I catch Kirk. He's been hot the last couple games. He's had a really disappointing year. The bat hasn't been good. He's been injured a lot. I want to find the stats here. He's been a letdown. There's no other way to put it. Why is it saying away? Hold up, I just want his stats. There we go. He's only what? Just show me his batting stats. I just want to see Kirk. Hold up. There we go. Okay. Kirk is batting .255 with 4 home runs, 16 RBIs. That's not good enough. I know he's only played 42 games. He's been seriously injured, but I think you need more out of him. 255 isn't bad, but he's not good either, especially compared to last year when he was last year he was batting 282 with 15 homers and 76 RBIs, and he played in 130 games. And he's not going to reach that mark this year. He hasn't been great. He was really big last postseason. He hasn't been big this year. Then the other catcher who has actually been a minor bright spot, I'd say, Brandon Valenzuela, batting .235, 8 home runs, 21 RBIs. He's played in 66 games. He's been pretty good he's been a good backup. I was sad to see Heineman go. He was a great backup, but I'm really, really okay with it. But overall, there's some letdown there from Kirk. That's a spot they're lacking. Infielders, Ernie Clement. Blue Jays fans got to calm down, because Ernie Clement should not have been the first player voted into the All-Star game with more votes than anyone else other than Ohtani. That shouldn't be happening. I love the guy. He has 9 home runs. He's batting .287. He's great. He's a great player. I love Ernie. I'm a Blue Jays fan. I love Ernie. There's too much hype around him. He had a great postseason. He's having a great year. He's definitely one of the brighter spots, but he's still Ernie Clement. Andres Gimenez in his first full year at shortstop has been great defensively as expected. Only batting .235, 7 home runs, 41 RBIs. Again, not bad. Josh Smith and Luis Urias are right now our utility guys there. I like the added Josh Smith. Luis Urias has been very good. And then one guy we signed in the offseason, I think our best player this year other than Cease, Kazuma Okamoto. 24 home runs, 70 RBIs, batting .230 with a 742 OPS. He has been lights. He's been a great third baseman. It was something we were kind of lacking last year. And I know we had different guys over there all the time. We saw a lot of Ernie over there. But I thought we were really lacking the star bat over there. Kaz has brought that. He has been so good. And I really hope either next year or going forward for the rest of this year, somebody comes along and helps him with the slugging. Mainly this guy, Vlad Guerrero, the biggest letdown by far. He's currently day-to-day injured, so he's not even playing right now. He's batting .260, which is not bad. but he's got 6 home runs. He hasn't homered in the Rogers Center in over a calendar year. He's got 44 RBIs. We're paying him $500 million, and he's not on pace. He's projected by ESPN to finish with 8 home runs. He is projected to finish with less than 10 home runs. And I know anything can change really quickly. This is going to have to turn around really fast. This is a serious letdown. He has been nowhere near the level we need him to be. And I know last year, I mean, you could say, okay, well, he wasn't great last year either. I don't see that. I don't see it. He wasn't that great last year, yeah, I guess, but he also has been so abysmal this year. Like, of course, he was epic in the playoffs last year, and I know some people are saying, oh, well, he didn't have a great regular season last year. It wasn't this bad, and I don't want anyone pretending like it was this bad. This is all-time bad. He shouldn't be. If it was anyone else, he probably would be either batting ninth or not in the lineup for most games, just because of how bad this is. Outfielders, Nathan Lucas has been a good bright spot for the year. Jesus Sanchez, he's been injured, and I know it's only 8 home runs, 32 RBIs, but he's played 78 games, so he hasn't been as injured. I really like the signing, though. I think he's been a good addition to that outfield. So I like that. Miles Straw, Davis Schneider are the other ones. Again, you know what you're getting out of them. I can't say they're letdowns. A letdown is definitely George Springer. Better than Guerrero. 12 home runs, 36 RBIs, batting .234, but not good enough. And honestly, I don't think anybody would notice it if guys like Vlad were hitting better. But then, of course, injuries have taken a toll too on the fielding side of things. Addison Barger out for the whole year. Anthony Santander out for the whole year. They just traded away Dalton Varsho. And so it's not great. So now I'm going to give you Blue Jays fans a slight glimmer of hope going forward with, how many games have we played? 54 wins, 62 losses. Let me check. Yep, 62 losses. We have hold up. Sorry. Of course, I have no idea how many games are in an MLB season. 162. I knew that too. Okay. The Blue Jays have 50-something games left. They are 3.5 games out. Here's where I'm going to give you the hope. They just beat the Astros. They won 2 of 3. They just won 2 of 3 versus the Cardinals, 2 of 3 versus the Nationals. They're turning a bit of a corner. They have the Phillies next. Also, they just lost to the Cubs yesterday in a little one-game makeup in a terrible error from Valenzuela that just shouldn't have happened. They got the Phillies. That's a really, really tough opponent. This is where it's make or break, because I know everybody's already counting them out. It's only 3 It's only 3.5 games. It's not the craziest thing in the world to say they can do it. The crazy part is that, okay, they got to play the Phillies, who are currently a top 3 team record-wise. No, they're not, sorry. But they are in a playoff spot and have won 60 games. They've won the same amount of games as we've lost, and it's not close. Then we got to play the Red Sox, who are currently sitting at 63 wins. So even better. They've been so hot recently. Then we got to play the Yankees, which I know everybody loves us playing the Yankees, but they've won 64 games. Then we got to play the Rays, the best team in the conference, who have won 68 games. Then we got to play the Yankees again. Then the Royals, who are easier, the Mariners, the Guardians, the Royals again, the Athletics, the Orioles. And so then it ends a bit easier, but they're at a spot right now where they go Phillies, Red Sox, Yankees, Rays, Yankees. That is 5 series where they are not going to get a sweep unless it takes a miracle. If they finish 3 or 4 games above 500 through this stretch, and then they just go and tear, I fully believe it. Here's what it's going to take for this team to make the postseason, make the wild card, and go from there. This is what it's going to take. It's going to take Vladdy waking up and hitting some home runs, getting his team going. It's going to take nobody else getting hurt. It's going to take Soriano being excellent. The bullpen, okay, this is starting to sound super unrealistic. Okay. It's going to take a couple miracle games. It's going to take a couple games where they go to the 9th and they have that 25 Jays magic. Straw drops a bunt in the 10th to win it. That's what the kind of thing is going to take. It's going to take the starting pitcher not wavering. We can't have the starter leaves in the 3rd inning versus the Red Sox. We can't have they have to pull Bieber in the 3rd inning. And the most important thing isn't even if Vlad gets going or if the pitching stays strong. They can't get injured. If this team stays healthy, they could maybe get Savage back, and they stay healthy going forward. They find just that tiny bit of consistency. It is doable, and it's only doable because of how terrible the American League is this year. But there is a chance, Blue Jays fans, there is some hope. It's grim. It's nowhere near as good as it was last year. It's sad to watch. But, hey, you never know. You gotta believe in miracles sometimes. Thank you all for watching episode 44 of Wolf and Hawk Talk. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy. We're posting almost daily content. Mark your calendars for August 10th. Wolf will have his very own episode 1 of his What If series coming out. If you like this video, go check out our others. We've been talking about the MLB trade deadline, F1. We have lots of team breakdowns from last year. Let us know if you think we should do that again. Yeah, so please like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time on Wolf and Hawk Talk.